So I did a separate video. I remember I said I was going to talk about it in my Vanderpump Rules season finale wrap up, but it got a little bit long. So I wanted to do a separate one. Let's call this the humbling of Lala. Sis, you can't play gangster. It catches up to you every time. I can't believe them black girls that you hang out with didn't tell you that. I can't believe they even allowed that. They gotta be young. They gotta be young, or they gotta be like hungry and like wanting some kind of fame. So they'll take the perks of being your friend while you are sitting there being culturally inappropriate. Cause I'm just like, when I saw, I think when Lala confronted Raquel and was going after Billy, Raquel was talking to like one of Lala's friends, and I was like, sister, you let Lala act like this in front of you and you don't never check it? You must want something. So it's so sad to say, but y'all, we all knew a humbling was coming for Lala. We all knew. I told y'all. Remember in the beginning when Lala was my girl? I loved her. And then she got that Range Rover from that man, and homegirl switched up. I think she was being very quiet about it because he was still married. That's just word on the street. And I think she was keeping that under wraps. But when he like finalized his divorce, that's when she became very vocal and very outward and very PJ and Gucci slides and all this stuff, and just really throwing it in people's faces and acting like she had arrived. What's sad about that is that you're acting like you have arrived on somebody else's coin, and it's a borrowed coin, okay? It's a borrowed coin. He's flexing and flossing on you with 50 cents money. Child, I knew the humbling was coming. I didn't know it was coming from 50 Cent. I did not know it was coming from 50 Cent. Let me tell you something. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything blew up at the same damn time about this storyline, and I just couldn't keep up. I was going back and forth, because 50 is very petty, right? He's very petty. He's also a street dude. I don't know why Randall played with his money. Like, you cannot play with street guys. 50 is really about that life. He started at that life. He hasn't left that life. He just brought it to Hollywood, and he was smart with his choices. Like, don't mess with him. Randall borrowed $1 million from 50 Cent. What an idiot. That is like the dumbest thing ever. You are borrowing $1 million from a dude, if you listen to his music, brags about killing people. Have you listened to his debut album? He talk about having bodies all over New York City. You borrow money from him and then you drag your feet paying him. What I want to know is, who was the messy friend that was watching Vanderpump Rules and told 50 that Randall was flossing and flexing on Lala with his money? Because I'm telling you guys, that's exactly what happened. Somebody was watching Vanderpump Rules, or maybe 50 was just flipping through channels, and he recognized Lala, and he was like, oh, that's Randall's girl, and started watching the show and seeing Lala brag and talk about all the things that her man is getting her, the dude that she's tricking is getting her Gucci slides, movie deals, rented PJs and all that stuff. And I'm guessing that 50 was watching that, and he was just like, he doing that with my money. And I've been asked him about it, and he's telling me he gonna get it. He gonna get it. What you can't do is borrow money from people and then start flexing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you borrowed $1 million from this dude, and you're taking trips all over the place with this money. What did you think was gonna happen? What did you think was gonna happen? And then Lala, oh my God. Nobody informed you. That's how I know them black girls that are your friends are not really your friends. They want something from you because none of them told you not to go after this dude. So 50 Cent makes this video about Randall being a sucker or whatever, and how, you know, Lala is just tricking him and getting all this money from him. He made it because he was petty and he was irritated because he knew that Randall was doing all this stuff for you with money that he owed 50. He knew that. He got pissed. You know how you are when you loan somebody money, and even if you're not a petty like 50 Cent, you start to feel a certain way when all of a sudden they start showing up with new stuff, new clothes. They flexing and flossing and buying all this stuff. And it's just like, you were just calling me crying and saying that you needed this money for whatever this was. I gave it to you and you show up with a fur coat. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So you know how that feels if you ever loaned money, if you ever were manipulated into loaning somebody money and you saw that it really didn't go towards what they said they needed it for. It went through, you know, just them being flashy. So he felt some sort of way about it. So he was being petty and he put this video up. Lala then responds, calling him basically transgender. Girl, why? So she started getting dragged in the comments because, you know, people was like, this is very anti-LGBTQ, and then 50 caught on. So he was just like, it's on. You know what I mean? You gonna address me, you gonna come back at me. So now I'm gonna come back at you. He started putting up another post, other videos. And then Lala brings up the Me Too movement. She did this video about the Me Too movement and none of it made sense. None of it made sense. And it led me to believe that she didn't know what the Me Too movement was. I was like, you don't know what the movement is, sweetie. What are you talking about? Her video made no sense, but all it did was fuel the fire, because then women who were just like, please don't bring us into this mess. Please don't use a movement that is used to liberate us to set us back with your foolishness because you don't know what you're talking about. Then 50 get wind of that and he starts dragging her. And then people who are like people who review the show, people who do podcasts about the show, Andy Cohen, everybody started getting involved. People were like getting their best life. James was in 50 Cent's comment section. He was getting his best life. Like people who rock with Lala was getting in to the dragation and the humbling of Lala. And then it only stopped when 50 got his money, because he gonna send a text to Randall talking about he gonna crack his head. And I was like, oh, Randall, he mean that. He might not crack your head open, but he got some goons who will crack your head open. Please give him his money. I think all of this happened on Thursday. 50 said, give me my money by Monday. Randall had his full amount, the full milli, to 50 by Monday. I don't know if his kids is gonna eat for a while. I don't know if them babies gonna starve. I know Lala not gonna be on no private jets for a while. I know he probably pawned those Gucci slides. Listen, mother gonna be looking busted. She gonna be shopping from Charlotte Russe for a minute, because Randall got that money mad quick. He first gave him $250,000 and he was like, please stop. I'm about to have a heart attack. I'm about to die. 50 was like, I don't care. I'm still gonna kill you. Like, give me my money. So he finally got everything together, and now him and Lala are going back to normal like nothing happened. Girl, you got dragged on 3 social networks. Listen, this is why you can't play gangster. Let me tell you something. I'm from the city of Philadelphia, born and raised in the inner city. Even I don't play gangster. You know, I don't do that. I'm not the, I ain't no street, I was raised in the streets, but I ain't of it. I'm not no street chick. I'm not shooting nobody. I'm not busting nobody's windows out. You know what I mean? If I'm fighting, it's because a line was crossed. You know what I mean? Like, street girls will fight regardless. Like, you look at them wrong, they fighting because they're trying to get their territory. They're trying to get some respect. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do what you have to do. I know who I am, right? But let's say you hit my mom. Okay, we scrapping. You know, like stuff like that. Stuff that matters. I'm not no street kid like that, but there are people who are street. 50 is street. He's all about respect. He's all about his money. Like, you can't disrespect 50 Cent and think everything is going to be cool. You disrespect him, he's going to end your life. If he can't end your life, he's going to make it hard for you. He's going to make you end your own life. Like that, he a goon. That's what he does. And you can't like mess with that. You can't play with that. And I'm hoping Lala learned her lesson. Sis, don't come back next season with them hoops and them overdrawn lips and you talking like this and you acting like you tough, because everybody gonna bring this up. That is the only reason why I'm coming back next season. This season didn't really give me a lot, but this drama that happened off camera is gonna bring me back, because I guarantee you that's going to be something that James talks about every freaking episode. And I hope y'all give him the camera time that boy deserves. I hope y'all realize what a season is like without James. With very little James, it is not good, because nobody is trying to be messy. Jax is trying to play like the good husband, and we all know. You know what I mean? Like, his season ain't going to get good till he mess up again. It is what it is, you know what I mean? I'm already checked in for next season, and I don't know if this was a ploy to get us to come back because the ratings were good. I don't know, but it worked, because I'm coming back, because everybody and their mama is going to talk about the humbling of Lala. Sis, I knew it was going to happen. And it's so unfortunate, because this was my favorite cast member. I loved Lala. And why I think we all loved her was because the women were so nasty to her, because she was a pretty girl. She was a young girl. She was also somebody who could really take care of herself. You know, her looks, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't come in looking basic. She came in looking like money, and them heifers hated it, right? That was back when she was an escort. Remember when Lala was an escort? Lord, Lisa was like, listen, Lisa was like, I will give you a job, but you got to stop that hoe and you got to trick just one guy. You can't be taking, you can't be taking jobs to Italy and all of that stuff. And you think I'm going to still let you come and be a hostess at my restaurant. Lisa was like, ain't nobody hoeing in this place but me, okay? But I really felt for her, and I didn't like how she was being treated. But the fact that she joined up with them, and then I didn't like how she was coming at Billy. Yes, Billy is extra. Billy is a lot, right? Nothing that Billy did deserved what Lala did to Billy. Nothing. Lala will go off at Billy for no reason. She goes off at Billy, she goes off at James, and she goes off at Raquel. And I'm just like, you only do that because you feel like you're better than them. That's what it is. She even said it. She feels like she's better than these people. People who she doesn't feel like she's better than, she won't go off on them. She'll treat them with respect. She won't cuss Randall out even when he was repossessing her Gucci slides. She ain't cuss him out because that's her money. That's how she eat. But she'll disrespect Billy. She'll disrespect James. She'll disrespect Raquel because she thinks that they are beneath her. That's who she is. And it's so heartbreaking because we were all rooting for her to be somebody else. And that's not who she is. She a chick to chase the coin and she'll do whatever to keep her rolling. Sad, unfortunately. I hope, you know, girl, you get an awakening. You realize that this life, the price that you have to pay, it's not worth it. I really hope that you find your own because, I mean, listen, Lala can make a good coin off this show. She really, really can. I don't know why she's so, you know what? Some women just want to live like this. I don't want to shame nobody for that, but I'm like, girl, you don't have to do that. You really, really don't. But now this dude is getting her, you know, movie roles or whatever, and I guess she feels indebted to him. I don't know. I do not know, but I will be back next season. What did y'all guys think about the Humble and the Lala? Child, that was a time on Twitter. And Instagram, 50 Cent did not let up. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you who's going to be extra messy next season about this whole Humble and the Lala. Billy. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Billy, sis, take your position. Don't back down. And I hope Lisa sends you some reinforcements. Seriously, can we get some East Coast chicks on this show? I'm talking about East Coast city chicks. Not East Coast, grew up in the suburbs. I want East Coast city chicks. I want some East Coast city chicks that when Katie tried to start her mess, they give her a side eye and Katie's just like, let me mind my business. I'm sorry, let's be, you know what I mean? Like, we need somebody who will take these girls on and won't back down. And I just feel like it's an East Coast girl's job. Anyway, I'm going to get out here and watch The Real Housewives of New York. If you like that, stick around. See ya.